Hi everyone and welcome to Tonic Live with me, Owen.
And me, Alison.
What is Tonic Live? If you haven't joined us before, Tonic Live are live papercraft tutorials with Ali and sometimes myself now. And then and I go through your questions and suggestions on the iPad here. So we just have a bit of chat, bit of crafty fun, and that's how it kind of works. If you want to join in anytime, all you have to do is just say hi, type in the comments, say what you're doing, say what you're crafting with at the moment. Say what you're excited for. How's your week going? Is it going well? Is it not? Let us know either way. And let's try and keep it upbeat though. Yeah, let's keep it upbeat, guys. So that's kind of how it works. You can watch on Facebook. All you have to do is be on our channel on our Facebook. You may be, or to hear this, you already must be at least on one, I guess. But you can be on our Facebook page and just be there at 3 live. But if you're struggling to watch on Facebook, you can go over and watch on YouTube if you're watching this back later on. So you can watch it on YouTube as well. And both shows are uploaded afterwards. So if you missed the start, don't worry, you can catch it later on. Or if you missed the end, you can catch up later on. They're all uploaded. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. We've done like questions of the day before, so we've been doing a daily tonic as well, which is just where me, Laura or Ali, something like that, have a bit of a chat through what's going on at tonic in the morning, and we've been setting a question each day. And today's question was, if you could have a crafty superpower, what would it be? And there's been some awesome ones already. A lot of them are Mary Poppins related, where they're like, oh, if I was to click my fingers, everything would be tidy. Things going, bottomless Mary Poppins bag, table tidy is what was.
That's
I saw
what
another
a table tidy is.
A lot of Edward Scissorhands. People would like to. I think if your hands changed into a scissors and then you went, and then you would do it, because you don't want the scissors all the time.
No.
You want to be able to touch your loved ones, you know, on the cheek without. He has a lot of problems.
It's a bit like that Skittles advert.
Edward has a lot of problems in that film.
Yeah, I mean he's good at clipping hedges and stuff.
Yeah, so
general day-to-day stuff.
Ups and downs.
It's not so good, is it?
Not so good. But yeah, let us know what your answers are to those questions. Yeah, what crafty superpower would you have? And all the entrants, so all the comments on these videos, or whether it be on any of the dailies, they all get a chance to win out of the Tonic Not So Glamorous box, all right, which is, we've been adding a prize every day, the midweek days, and we've got, so the first prize was, so this got added Monday,
dun, dun, dun.
Mr. and Mrs, possibly the last one in existence to be sold. I haven't seen another one around now.
And I haven't even got one of them.
And oh, I'm sorry, Al.
No, it's all right.
It's going in.
I just haven't got
sorry,
one.
It's already in the box. I'd love to, Al, but it's already in the box. We've got the Someone Special Essential. This actually went in today into the box.
I like that dice set.
That's got it all in there, isn't it?
I really like them. I think they're such good value for money.
Mother's Day coming up as well.
Yeah.
Nice one for that.
Especially if you get them for free as well.
Especially if you get them for free,
Yeah,
even better value for money.
value.
And we got all the Aquaflows. So you've got the Aquaflow water brushes.
All of them?
All
I
of them, you say?
I think that's a fantastic
all of them. You got
prize.
all of the Aquaflows in there as well. Along with those, and we're going to be adding 2 more prizes, so one tomorrow and one on Friday. And all you have to do is comment on any of the videos. That's all you have to do. And so if you haven't said hi before, or said hey, or you just watch and don't comment, just comment today. Say hey, say what you're doing, say where you're from, or tell us your crafty superpower. And if you're enjoying the tutorial generally. So yeah, Ali, what are we doing today? Take us away.
Well, today, these are 2 of a version, but I'm going to show you how to make this little box.
Yeah.
I thought with Mother's Day coming up, let me just move this one out the way a sec. I thought with Mother's Day coming up, you got mothers that want to make little presents with the children, for the grandmothers, and also grandmothers who craft with their grandchildren to make little presents for the mothers. So it's a tiny little box.
Show it a little closer up, then you can show the surprise
inside. It's all
inside.
made from one piece of card. Well, the base is made from one piece of card, and then it's decorated. And then the little top opens, and then you can put whatever you fancy inside.
Yes.
So we have chocolate.
Preferably sweeties.
They are off-brand eclairs.
Yes.
I think.
Well, it had to be something purple, didn't it?
Yeah.
To go with the
What
box.
are the purple sweets? Let us know.
Let us know anything.
Parma violets. They're quite old school.
Oh no, I
aren't
don't
they?
like Parma violet. So.
They're like refreshers, but taste a bit weird, don't
Yeah,
they? They taste like potpourri.
they're too scenty for me. I'm not keen on them
Those are
at all.
270s for me.
Scenty, smelly.
The 270s for me.
No, I was around in the 70s.
Yeah. I think that's
I
where
was
they're
around
from,
in the
though.
60s.
Parma, other purple chocolates and sweets, let us know, because they could go in
They
this
could
box.
go in there. Anything Cadbury's? I know.
Cadbury's is a lot.
Sorry about the branding,
Sorry.
but
Well,
they're
Oh
purple.
no, Alison, you've ruined it now.
I'm sorry.
They're going to be taken down.
We
I
don't compete
know.
with them on chocolates. I'm sure they can. It's a nice one though, because it is like a cab. It's like a Cadbury's
You said
colours.
it.
Yeah, I've said
But
it.
it would also suit Easter as well, because
Yeah,
you
yeah.
could fill that with mini eggs. So that's why I thought we would cover two
Yeah.
birds with one
And
stone.
St David's Day's coming up.
And St David's Day, so we had to have some daffodils. So I will be putting the instructions for the vase on my blog, but it is all made using the same sort of design, same pattern. So if we move that out the way for now.
Yeah.
There isn't water in there, by the way. It's all, it's in a piece of cellophane wrapped in a tissue in the bottom.
But it should
Just
keep.
in case you're wondering.
Yeah, it should
It'll
keep
keep
nice
it, you know, for a nice little present to give to someone, and then they can pop them in a vase then.
Sue here asked, do you still want people to send postcards in? Yes, we do.
Yeah,
Me and
we love
Dan, that was
postcards.
that was going to be our big feature, the postcard thing. And we had some awesome ones in, and it's in the description as well. So we had some awesome from Australia, some from America, just cool ones. If you live in a town, wherever it is, if you can find a postcard, if they do a tourist shop, get a postcard and send it in, and just say hey. We'd love to see them. We can stick them on the back.
It doesn't necessarily have to be a postcard. You send anything in, really.
Yeah, send anything.
Postcard is what we want.
I wouldn't ask for anything to be sent in, Dan. You never know what you're going to get.
Gift vouchers, stuff like that.
Cards, money. It's
Money in an envelope.
well.
Limit to us, to spend in one place. Money would be good.
But the postcards are probably the key thing. If you can send postcards,
If sellotape a £10 note to a postcard. and
That would be
send
good.
it
I
in,
bet you wouldn't get the £10 note.
then you could say that on the postcard. I've sellotaped a £10 note to this. Hope you get it, and then it'll be fine.
there we
There
go.
we are.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
Do that.
you don't have to do that, guys. Just give the postcard. Or was it money? Right, yeah. Go on. I'm moving on today. I've got my pack here.
Owen's crafting again.
Yeah. So I've
So
got my
I've
bits
given
and
him a little
pieces.
pack.
Got loads of people with us already. So Sue's with us, Elizabeth is with us, Marie is with us, Susan would like to make anything without making mistakes. That's her special power. That would be for life. That would be a good power to do. Deb says, hey, Tonic Trio. Catherine, hey, Catherine. Had a cool card from Catherine. We'll show it tomorrow. She wrote us a lovely message in a card. Sue's with us, Patricia's with us, Alwyn and Pam. And I'll go through everyone else's later because I know loads of you are joining in. Awesome. Ready, Al?
I don't know what I've got with this, but it's the wrong pack, that's right. Right then. Just wanted to say the cardstock I've used to make the box, which is our Craft Perfect. I put it the right way. So for the inside of the box, as you can see there, I have used the amethyst purple. Hold on, stick them off. Which glasses off?
Glasses off.
Which the product number is 9055E. These will all be widely available. If they're not available now, it'll be very, very soon.
Yeah, very, very soon.
And I've also used Bright White, which is 9016E. And then the spotty paper is another branded paper. It was just some I had in my stash. So that's the cardstock I've used. If you're wondering about Craft Perfect, it's a 216 GSM cardstock. Ideal for making projects like this because it bends lovely. Even though I've got 2 layers of card there, you can see they bend lovely.
And they've got on both sides. So one side is a smoother side, and the other side is a.
It's a bit of a linen weave,
a weave sort of pattern. So it's cool. So you can switch it up on the same card, and use it. So it's cool for layering and stuff as well. Awesome.
Okay, so let me pop that away. So I will give you. I've already scored yours to make it a little bit easier.
Yeah, that's all right.
All right. Oh, I know what I should have brought and I didn't. Was a trimmer and a big scissors.
Someone in the office watching who can bring down a trimmer and a scissors?
There may be one outside the door,
trimmer,
actually.
Okay,
I can use
Dan's
that
got a
trimmer.
trimmer.
Is there a big scissors over there?
The scissors. Can you not use little scissors?
I can, but it's easier with the big scissors.
Okay.
That's the only reason.
Okay.
Oh, brill. Thanks, lovely.
Few people saying, hey, so we got, Patricia said, good afternoon, you lovelies. I'm trying to make a card, but you two have already cracked me up. I think she wrote on the early one saying she laughed whatever way. She's trying to make along and stuff, but that's what it's about. Take your time, pause it, have a laugh,
As you
then
do.
start again.
Excellent. Look,
Alwyn
Dan's
says,
fabulous.
well done, Dan.
Yeah.
Thank
Alwyn
you, my lovely.
says, wow, what a prize, and I love the box. I don't think she was talking about this box.
She may be, because
I
she
love
may be
that
on
box.
about what's in
We
there.
can throw the box in too if that's what the winner wants. But yeah, I think she was talking about these awesome boxes. And Pam says she'd love the box and to win that stash. Amanda says my superpower would be a magic whoosh to clean up all the debris and mess that's left behind when I've been crafty. Yeah,
I'd like one of them as well.
just across.
Definitely.
That would be cool.
Mine would definitely be a tidier.
Yeah.
Right, I've had to write down these sizes because I do forget things, see. So we're starting off with a piece of card that is 8 1/4 inches by 10 1/2 inches. So it's the width of an A4 sheet of card, but the length is cut down to 10 1/2. Now in centimetres, I know you'll be impressed with this. I know, look at me. It is 26 centimetres by 21 centimetres. So I'm going to score now. I will put all these instructions all on my blog, so all the measurements will be on there. So in case you haven't got time to write them down today, I will write them all down for you and make life easier. So we're going to score along the long side of the card. Let's move that out of the way, I think. Do you want to pop that over there?
Yeah, yeah.
So we're going to score along the long side first, and I'm scoring at 2 1/2 inches,
There we go.
5 inches, 7 1/2 inches, and 10 inches.
We still haven't got the top-down cam. I'm sorry, guys. We're going to have something like that soon. So we had to switch it up recently and use the side cam. But maybe if I bring it closer, you'll get
There we are.
a better look.
All
There we
right.
go.
So, right, just reinforcing those. So in centimetres, that would be 5, 10, 15 and 20
Can I show it from above and it
centimetres.
shows it? Maybe.
It's not really...
Yeah, they can see the scores there. There you go.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so turning it round now, so we're going along the short side. So I'm now scoring at 1/2 inch, 3 inches, and 6 inches. Oops, gone off there.
Loads of people joining in. Thanks, guys. Loads of nice comments. I'll go through them all when I
There we
can.
are. Just reinforcing
There we
those.
go. So you've got like a
So
check
you've got a checkerboard effect on there.
with a tiny border with a.
Yeah, you've got
That's
a
it.
tiny border top and side. So the centimetres for that one is...
Sorry to keep moving the camera, guys. I know it's annoying. Whenever I think you're done, like you
I know.
go. How close shall I do it? Shall I do it there? Is that not too bad, guys?
Tilt the camera down a bit.
There we are.
There you go. That's hopefully. Let us know if you preferred it when I was jiggling and going crazy. I don't think anybody did.
So
God.
centimetres across the short side is 1 centimetre, 7 centimetres and 15 centimetres. But again, don't panic about these because I will put them all on my blog and then they'll go onto the Facebook page and the blog Tonic and everything like that. So you will be able to get them. Right. So I'm going to reinforce all the folds now.
Which side? So the side without any tabs. You start.
All of them.
Oh, you went too fast. You already went.
Look.
Go on the tab. Right.
Just fold them all.
Okay.
All right, it doesn't matter. So you're kind of folding them all in the same direction because you're folding a box
Towards
inwards.
yourself, yeah.
Doesn't really matter which way. You can either fold them away or towards you.
Okay.
So that's all those done. Then turn it around and go the other way.
The tabs.
Yeah, all of them.
That's one long line. Yeah.
One long line. And I'm not using anything to crease them with. I'm just using my fingers, as you can see. Okay. So that's all our folds done. All right.
Yeah, yeah. I just like, what do you do about the corner bit? Because it can. Oh, just fold it both
Don't
ways.
worry
It
about
doesn't
the
matter.
corner bit.
It's going to be
You
gone
won't worry
soon.
about it. I'll be chopping it off soon. Okay, so I'm going now from the top, where you've got the tiny little square at the top.
Yeah.
The one that I'm always panicking about.
What about the square?
But the square, the square. So we're going to cut down along that fold line, down to your second score line. So you've got the little one at the top and we cut into the next one. And then I'm just going to cut it at a little angle. So on the camera, there we are. You can see that. So then we're going to go from the bottom Again, use your score line, cut it upwards, and then chop it off. So you can do the same but then.
Yeah, so you
All
go,
right. So we're going to have that.
oh, yeah, top
Yeah.
down.
Down to the second score line.
And then turn like 45 degrees.
Yeah.
And go. Oh my,
That's it.
cool. And then you go do the same on the other.
Same on the other side. Down to the first score line. There we are.
Cool.
Well done. Right, so the next bit now, I'm going to borrow the scissors again.
Yeah, you go.
So we're going to cut up to the, I'm going from the bottom now where you haven't got the little score line, and we cut in straight up to the first score line. That's the base of the box.
I can follow that one. I've got, are they low calorie chocolates, Sue says?
I'm afraid not.
I'm afraid not. They are
I'm
full,
afraid
full
not.
calories, 100% calories. Maria says, do you buy or make cards for your partner or loved one?
I did for Valentine's Day. He hasn't had a made card for quite a while.
I said I bought a card. Obviously, I'm just fairly getting into like making my own cards, but I gave the mug. I did definitely.
Oh,
I gave that
did
to Amanda.
you?
She really liked it. I think she enjoyed like watching me make it, because usually even if someone makes it for you, you don't get to see the time.
That's right.
She got to physically watch me struggle and make it, and Karen
So it
intervened.
meant more then.
Yeah, I think it meant more, and she enjoyed it. But I used to be the guy just going like, oh, here's like a 10p. What's the 10p card? We got dogs we got a dog like golden retriever, collie cross. So it's just like anything with a dog on. That's good. That's kind of how it just goes. But we should spend. I think it's nice to have food.
Well, exactly. It's like
I think
nice
I
little
appreciate
treat.
now, like especially since working here. You're the nicer to people who put time into a card. It means a lot more.
Yeah.
And it is cool. Who have I got? Love the box, wonderful prizes. Bhavana says that she'd slow down time, that she could have 24 hours of crafting in an hour. That would be cool. Stop in time. Everyone remembers Bernard's watch was quite big in the UK. He's a little boy who could stop time. It's not a true story, by the way, guys. It was on the CBBC and they could stop time, and I thought that was always a cool power. You could do loads of stuff. You get your work done, your homework, whatever it is, you get it done. But I always thought that was quite cool. That's a cool power.
There we are.
Right, so
Okay, so what we're going to do, we've cut both ends now. So we've cut the bottom end up to the first score, and the top end, we've gone through that little flap on the top, down to the next score line. All right, on each of them.
Yep.
Okay. If you do miss the score line a little bit, don't worry about it. It can be trimmed later. It's not a problem.
Good job I didn't.
Good job you didn't.
I did kind of.
Don't worry about that.
There we go. We got another.
We can rectify that.
We can change.
Yeah,
right, yeah.
you're doing that. Yeah.
Yeah. Halfway through a cut, when you look up and you're like,
oh no!
oh no! Start. That's it. It's only card. You can start again. That's
Exactly.
a good thing about crafting generally. If you make a mistake, you just rip it up, start again. You learn from it, and that's how it goes.
If you do make a mistake, then I use this for decorating. Decorating another box. Okay. So what we're going to do, if there is one that you've made a mistake on and you've cut a little bit into the box,
I don't think I've gone far enough.
You need to go down to that line.
Okay.
All right. We're going to cut one of these flaps off. So if there's one that you've made a little mistake on and you think, I wish I hadn't done that, then you can cut that one off completely. So mine are all okay, as they would be.
It's a first on Tonic Live, that is.
I know, it is a first for me. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to assume I'm going to cut that one off. But it doesn't really matter which one you cut off, I got to be honest. When you put your box together, the one you cut off is going to be the front of your box. And then the one behind it, the one directly opposite it, is going to be the lid. All right?
Cool. So I've got mine.
Okay. So if you're going to cut the second one off,
I'll do the same as you.
then the fourth one is going to be your lid.
Oh, I don't mind on the
It doesn't
inside.
matter. It doesn't matter
Mine would be a
at all.
smooth outer box, which is
Yeah.
a good thing about the craft bit.
It really doesn't matter.
As you can do so. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to chop that one off. Again, use your score line.
Yeah.
There we are. So that's the one gone.
Cool.
So this one now is going to be my lid. So that's number 2 is gone, number 4 is my lid. So number 1 and 3, sorry, are going to be my side pieces. So I want to trim them down a little bit. So I'm just going to use a super trimmer. Doesn't really matter how much you trim off, but it needs to be a bit smaller. I tend to trim them off at roughly about 1 3/4 inches.
I'll show everyone the box
But
again.
it doesn't really
Dan's
matter.
moved it and I've just put it in front of Ali. But yeah, I'll show everyone the box again to show what we're working to. So there we go. This is a beautiful Mother's Day box, which anyone would be happy with. If it doesn't have to be for Mother's Day, it could be for anything. It's just a cool box.
Easter would be
The
lovely.
sweets, Easter, loads of Cadbury's mini eggs would be good.
Yeah.
In there.
Mini eggs all the
As
way.
we're advertising
There aren't any
again.
other mini eggs are available. The Cadbury's mini eggs
I
are
do
the
like
best. Sorry,
Cadbury's
everyone.
mini
Yeah,
eggs.
yeah.
It has to be said, they are awesome. But yeah, there's only got a lovely like handle on the top. Maybe you can see that. Hopefully you can, guys.
Yeah.
But that's what we're working towards. I'll try and keep it in shot there so you can see it.
So I've cut those two. They're to 1 3/4 inches, and what I've measured from is the fold line. You can cut it with the scissors, but I think it's just as easy. Make sure you fold back your lid and then cut the other two.
Can you have yours flat down or
Yeah.
match it up then? Okay, that's
Turn
right.
it the other way. So you've got that exactly the same then. So that's going to be your lid.
There's no tab on the top now. The tab's on the bottom. I think I did it the different way.
Doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter which either way you do
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
If you're going to do it that way, you've got number 2 and number 4.
Yeah.
So 4 is your lid. So those two now, you turn your lid down. So you won't
know
use
it's out of
that.
the way, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Those two now you're going to trim.
Could you like label them so you don't forget? Like you just write lid on that, and
You
then
could
so you
do.
just put a pencil with an L or
put
something.
in because you're going to cover the top bit anyway.
Yeah, yeah,
So you can write a little L on there.
yeah. Cool.
That wouldn't be a problem.
For lovely.
L for lovely.
Yeah.
There we are. So we're going to put it in there now,
Go on.
and we're just going to trim. So all I'm doing is lining up my score line here is lining up on 1 3/4 inches. So if you were doing that in centimetres, it would be roughly, let me have a little think, about 4.5 centimetres. And then you cut them both off, and they're both exactly the same then.
That's it. Show them. Yeah. If they can see the piece in full, you can just match it up yourself then. So that's what it would look like.
That's your piece in full. So we can get rid of
Peel it
that.
back a little bit. There you go. Yeah, so you can see that's what you're at. So if you just work to, that's probably how I would do it.
Yeah.
I would just work to that, and once you've got that, you're good to go.
Yeah.
With all your creases, of
They're
course.
both
in there.
exactly the same.
Yep.
Even though one tab is one side and tab's the other, it doesn't really matter. It's irrelevant.
Yeah.
So what I thought was to bring a little bit more decoration into it, I would use the corner rounder. I haven't got a number for this, I'm afraid, but I'm sure the boys will find it and put it in. I will put it in the blog post.
Yeah.
2, 6, 8.
Oh,
E.
there we are.
Dan is
Maybe.
photographic memory for Tonic products. Yeah, just let you know, guys, we're live on Facebook and on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube and you want to pop over to Facebook, you can comment there. Or if you're watching on Facebook, you can go over to YouTube and comment there. And all you have to do is just be on the site, and you should see it working there. I'll read some.
This is Instagram as well.
And Instagram is working live as well. Are we there? Are we there on Instagram as well? There we go. So
Wow.
everyone's on there as well. Yeah. So I was just going to say, if Dan can get some of the YouTube comments up, I haven't read any of the videos there, and I know there's loads of you there, so I want to say thank you for tuning in. Annette from Nottingham, Sue's with us, Shirley's from Chicago, getting ready to complete some cards for my Tonic dies, which I have a lot of, but never, I'm thinking she's going to say use, but as a guess, but which never get the chance to use. But yeah, show us, Shirley. Anything you do make, guys. We've got a show on Friday where we show off your cards, which are called Ask Tonic, Show Tonic, and that's just like a bit of party time, really. Like
we always say, we hopefully inspire you on a Wednesday. We
Yeah.
want you to inspire us on a Friday, and you do every week.
That's it. Like we take we take a look at those, and then on the the next week, then we got inspiration for this, or we got inspiration for something else, because you drive the content for the shows, guys. You let us know what you want to do, and that's how we work. I've got, how do I get to our blog? If you type in blog Tonic into Google, you should find it. And if you go in the blog, is on the side. Ali's blog is there, so you can click Ali's blog and you'll find it, and find some of the older lives which I've done stuff for. So it's cool.
And you get to see the other design team members as well.
Yeah, you get to see the awesome, all the people who make our cards for the shows. Some of them are on there, some of them don't have blogs, but some of them do, and you can see all their makes, and they do loads of stuff, not just with Tonic, they do some really cool projects. So worth checking out, guys.
They're amazing. Right, with these, using the corner rounder, if I try to put the corner rounder there, I can't put it in far enough. I don't know whether you can see it, because this piece of card is in the way. If I fold back that piece of card, then it fits in perfectly. And the trick to using a corner rounder, if you've had them and struggled, is because you're not pushing that card right into the corner. So make sure it's right into the corner on that angle and that angle, and then press. And then you get a perfect corner.
Okay.
All right.
So shall I...
And then you just work through each of them. So again, because I'm in the, if you're on the end, it's easy to do. When you're in the middle, you're going to have to fold your card.
If you don't have a corner rounder, you can just do it with a scissors.
You could do it with the scissors. You don't have to round these corners at all.
Yeah.
It's not. I haven't rounded them at all on this one. I've left them angled. If you can see it. I've left them at rectangles.
It's a cool vase look, that, it says, and everything which is going into this box, you just apply to that box.
And like I say, I will put all the measurements for it. The only thing I've done with that one, I've cut the lid off it. And that's the only thing. Hold on, can you open that up again?
But you could have you got a longer box there.
It's longer,
and you could shut the top, great for storing fruit pastels. Or, or them, that's...
Even that size box, the base of it is still made out of one A4 sheet. So there's no extra card. So even though it's a tall, thin box, and we've got a short, stubby box with the other one. So last one now, and I'm just rounding the corners on the lid. So I've done all the corners on the flaps and the lid. So now, what you're going to do now is exactly the same.
So which ones are mine?
Right. So we're starting on that side, okay?
This is trickier than the other one, so... this is... I look away for a second.
This is educating Rita, this
is educating Rita. This is how it goes. Turning me into a crafting gentleman.
Yes.
There's already a gentleman crafter. A crafting diamond, I said yesterday. I'm a rough
You could be a crafty
diamond.
geezer,
I'm a crafting geezer, yeah.
So that's all you're going to do is push your card into the corner.
Okay.
All right? And then press. And that is it.
My fingers. No, you can't. It's not. It's
you
not.
Can't put your
fingers in there.
It's not that much
room. You've got very thin fingers.
You're going to have to bend it now because it's an inside. Take that out the way. And then pop that in. So it goes in the opposite side. Okay. Hang on. Make sure it's in.
Yeah, it's not in properly.
And make sure you can't push it either way.
There's no wiggle.
No wiggle room with these.
Okay. Yeah.
There we are.
Cool. It just does it easily. Yeah. It does save you if you do find it a bit tricky to go. It's well worth getting,
And you'll never get them all the same without a corner rounder.
No.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
It's
challenge
just not
accepted.
Happen.
Yeah. Cool. Right.
All right.
Yeah. So I've got to do.
So do you want to do them all, or you're going to leave the inside square, or?
I'll leave the inside square.
Okie dokie. That's fine.
Which one takes less?
Seeing as I didn't know which were like. This is much like I think it's not. I think
I'm making it tricky.
I think it's trickier because I'm looking there and I'm looking there. You guys are focused. You're zoned in on Ali, and you're not gonna make the mistakes that I'm making. I'm sure I will get to the box. I'm pretty sure.
You will.
You wouldn't steer me wrong, would you, El?
No.
You wouldn't make me.
Would I ever?
You wouldn't make me look a fool on live on Facebook and YouTube.
Would I ever? So the easiest way to do your box is to fold the first flap over. So you've got your glue-in flap into the middle of your box. And then put your glue on there. Yours is the opposite way.
I wish I'd done mine exactly like yours. Because then I could just do it. That's how it's worked. And
it doesn't matter.
You shouldn't have said it was okay for me to do it.
Should have just said,
you can do it how you want.
You can do it either side.
There we go.
So make sure that your lines are lined up and then just press. So you need a little bit of glue now, oh. Only a little bit, mind.
Okay. But I'm not
I
sure
know
which
you
bits
like
are
your
folding.
glue. The only bit you're going to put glue on is that flap there.
That flap there, okay. Ah, I see, okay. So we're
All right,
making like a...
it's exactly
I'm
the same.
doing it outside of... I'm putting the box together. This is putting the outside of the box
This
together.
is your inside box. So you're going to look at your...
But I thought I had it right.
check your lines.
She thought, all right, just took it away. Good feeling. I'm on it up. I'm getting better. No, I'm not.
Inside
So
box.
far.
Inside
Check
box.
your lines now. Make sure they're together.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
There we are.
Good to go.
So when you push it together then, there's the inside of your box. All right.
Yeah, got it.
So your top then, you just push your two flaps down and then that will pop in. If it's a little bit, you think, oh, it's a bit tight, then what you can do is trim a little bit off the side because it may be that you've cut it a little bit too far onto one side of the fold. There you are, perfect.
Hey.
Look at you. I think mine may be a
I
bit
like
too
that.
far over mine.
It's cool. It's fairly it's fairly sturdy as well.
It
Like,
is
it's not,
sturdy.
you've got, and you could use a thicker card, and you could use a, if you wanted a,
Yeah.
really sturdy. But
I don't think you're going to need a thicker card though, to be
yeah,
honest.
maybe you're not.
Right, when you're putting the inside of the box together,
Saying as if you know.
Yeah, maybe you're maybe you're not.
Maybe not.
maybe not.
Maybe not. You maybe.
Maybe you are right. Maybe
I just
are
mirror
right.
you, Al. I just say
I
what you say.
know, I know. The card, that's the front of your box. So you're looking at the flap that's at the front. Fold that one back because that's the one you want to put down last. Because that's what you're going to look at. You're going to be looking at the
Yeah.
front of your box and you want to keep it all nice and tidy. So we're going to take the two inner flaps and just fold them over each other with a bit of glue.
Do you want to borrow my glue?
Thank you, love. You did have another glue
I
down
did have a
here.
glue. I think there was a glue here. I got using funky glue. It lasts so long. We've done a lot of these.
We've done
mine's
so
come out
many
loud.
projects.
But we've done so many projects with it, and we only break a new one sometimes just because we can't find the we've left it up the other studio. Because we did some shows up the other studio
did.
before. Loads of people here as well. I've got. I'm sorry.
80 comments.
That's what we gave up when I started crafting. We gave up our comments that I could do. Right, I've got Mother's Day is in May here in the US. Mum would love this. This gives you plenty of time. You can
There
do
we are.
You can do a loads.
Smash it out now.
Smash these. Angela Field, love the idea, Alison. Can't wait to see how it's made. Hopefully, you're enjoying it. This is how old these are. These people are just getting. They waited for you to start at this point. This is how far back I am.
There we are.
Ellen Coates, good afternoon. Hey, Ellen. Dawn, a name for the Tom box. People naming the prize box. We've been asking for people to name them. The Tonic Tombola. I think I
that's
quite like that.
good.
That's one of the
good.
best ones.
Shall I glue yours down for you?
Yeah, go on. And I'll go through the comments. Go on.
on.
I'll still be able to say I did it though.
You'll be able to say you did it. I would never take that away.
Don't take when I say
I
to
won't do
Amanda when I get
that.
home. I'll go,
I
yeah, I
won't do
made all
that.
this. Dawn Young, good morning from Ramsey, MN, which was Minnesota, I think potentially. Is that Minnesota? Dawn, hopefully I'm right. Linda says hi from Alabama. I'll go US viewers on YouTube. Alabama, enjoy watching your show. Mrs. Tony Blair, good afternoon, Tony. Dawn Young, oh, I know you question the craft master. I would never question Sensei, the craft master. Alison says, glad I turned in as I needed to make a box. She hit me with a bamboo stick.
Wash on, wash off.
Wash on, wash off. Craft on, matte layer. And I've been making it. I need to make a box and vase of paper flowers. I've been making to give my mum. Oh, Dan, I'm halfway through that one, mate. Well, I was making Mother's Day. She'll be that one sentence doesn't make sense. Sorry, guys. Love the decoration on both of yours. Yeah, so yeah, it's perfect for that. For a vase or something on hospital.
Yeah.
Hopefully she's not in for a long stay, but you can keep it on the side.
Yeah,
just
you could
keep
put
nicely.
paper flowers inside it.
Yeah.
Or-
Sorry, we've got a few comments on Instagram now as well.
Hey,
Too many comments.
hey, Instagram.
Wow.
There's 3. I got Facebook here. I've got Insta there. Dan is gonna.
So we've got
Dan can read the Insta ones
yeah.
because Dan can see them. I can't.
Fracko H, love your inspiration. Giannis Makula, hey guys. Pocono Pam, wish I was there joining in the fun.
Oh, we'd love for you to be. We'd love to have a live
in.
studio audience.
definitely.
How cool?
Studio
How
audience.
cool would that be?
Whoa.
That'd be awesome. But Berina, hi everyone. Oh, hi everyone. Wow, that's very beautiful. Berina says that's awesome. Yeah, Minnesota. I was right.
Nailed it.
Geography expands. Every episode we do, my geography gets better. First time.
Mine is still pretty poor.
So if you read the comments, that's when that's how you just pick it up. Marie Morris, first time I'll be able to watch live, but it's half term. Usually have to watch catch up. Great fun, thanks. Oh, glad you could join us. Yeah, if it's half term wherever you are, and you're thinking of things to do with the kids,
Yeah.
This is perfect. You've seen me, I attempt it. I'm sure your kid will follow it and do it. Great. It's a great little project to do. Make it for the teachers to say thank you for
fabulous teacher
bump
present.
their grades up.
We got mad love coming in from Instagram as well.
Are they enjoying it?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it, guys. We haven't been able to stream live on Insta before and do it, but I hope you can watch
We
it.
kind of cheated. Unfortunately, it's not the same thing because it's just off my phone at the moment. So
Yeah.
but obviously, hope you're enjoying it anyway.
Yeah, definitely. But if you do want to comment and join in, because I know Dan's reading them off there, and I'll be able to see them if you comment on YouTube or Facebook, so we'll be able to see. Hopefully, you can all see Ali cracking on as well. She's just.
I'm just putting the tape on ready for O.
It's all right. That's sweep lapping and going. Oh, thanks for the lovely tutorial, Owain. No problem.
No problem. I make it look so easy.
When you finish talking, I'll explain what I'm doing.
Yeah, okay. I've got loads.
So
No, go on,
Be half
carry
an
on.
hour.
literally.
Cal Shirai say, hey, Tonic Trio. Hey, Cal. Thanks for joining us. She's a regular. Justine says, hello all in Narnia, my craft room, trying to make a fishing-style card. First to find my mojo, or is it that Mort? Mort is getting a lot of love. Mort, a.k.a. Morph, which
Your
Crafty
mojo
Laura...
may be in the box, Justine.
It may be in the box. Check the Tonic Tombola. I had another good record. I'll have to read... we do a daily tonic as well, so around morning sometimes, usually about 10, 11 o'clock, we do daily tonic, so you can check in with us and we let you know what's going on, and we read some of the answers to the questions. So I'll read some of those tomorrow and let you know, because there's some really good answers. Cynthia from a windy West Yorkshire, you cheer up my day. It is wet and horrible here.
It's not nice
It is
today.
windy and horrible.
Yeah, it's windy, wet and yucky.
It's not like,
isn't it?
yeah, we're based in Wales, so in the UK, if you're watching from the US, if you're in the UK, you probably know we're based in Bridgend, between Cardiff and Swansea it is. So that's where we're based, and you can, yeah, it's pretty wet and bleak, in winter. In summer, it's quite nice and mild here, so I think people...
In a Welsh term, it's a bit of chafi.
It's a bit of chafi, is that. Paulette from Dublin. Oh, it's the first time watching. So excited. Thank you for joining us, Paulette. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Susan Hardy. Hi, guys. Loving the box. Deb Cook. The craft card is fab. Just tried it this week. Will be my go-to craft card from now on. Awesome.
Oh,
Deb.
brilliant.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Jane, love watching you. Great way to start my morning. That's it. Some people are waking up with this.
Yeah.
This is how to wake up.
This is your start to the day.
It's a tonic. Loving it.
Can your day get better?
Yeah. Obviously so. Let's hope so. But I think if you can watch the episodes back. So if it does need a wake up, you need that inspiration from the Tonic Trio. That's all you have to do. Dan's behind the camera, guys. I don't know if I've introduced Dan yet. But Dan, for new watchers, Dan is behind the camera. He's the voice there. We will get him a mic at some point, so they can hear him.
Sorry, I'm going to read a few more Instagrams.
Yeah, go.
So I apologise in advance if I'm mispronouncing any of these as well. So Ask See It. Hi says hi from Toronto, Canada.
Hey.
Sandra's Crafty House 65 says great quality video, and Pocono Pam says lol as well. So,
Hey.
Oh,
Laugh
thank
out
you.
loud. Come on. Right, go on. You better get it.
Right, we're never going to get this done today. Right, I've cut 4 pieces of card, and these are 5 inches by 2.5 inches. So that would be 10 centimetres by 5 centimetres. And I've rounded 2 of the corners. And then I've also taken 4 squares of card, and these are 4 3/4 inches, 4 3/4 inches by 2.5 inches, or 9.5 centimetres by 4.5 centimetres. So, and I've rounded 4 of the corners on the smaller layer. So I'm just going to do the 2 on you.
Did you round mine already?
Yours are done ready.
There we are.
I thought it may be just a little
I
bit
dropped
too
a
much
bit, though.
to
I
have you
dropped a bit.
rounding all these corners.
I know. It's been a bit to make the box full stop, I think, for me. I'm just distracted. There's so many nice comments. Like everyone, loads of new joiners, people watching as well. There's loads of these videos of Tonic Lives. If you watch, they're on YouTube, all uploaded on Facebook. If you prefer to watch there, but yeah, there's plenty of tutorials we've done. Ali's done some awesome makes. Karen's done some awesome makes.
Yeah.
Mandy's come and done some stamping back in the early days. There's some cool stuff. I did one with Jodie at a show as well. So like to watch that, there's plenty. We've done loads. Dan's been in some, Ty's been in some, done loads.
All uploaded to YouTube and Facebook. Actually.
All on YouTube and Facebook. So like and subscribe, because that's why we keep doing these. If you're enjoying them, we keep doing them. So what we got, we'll do them anyway.
We'll do them anyway. We're going to keep doing them anyway.
We enjoy doing them.
We'll keep doing them until you enjoy them. Libby says, love the boxes and love the box. People really loving this box, Al.
That's good.
Hello, Julia from Warrington. Hey, Julie. I got cousins in Warrington. Gail Allen. Hi from Gail in Scotland. Hi, Gail.
Gail, are you going to the SECC next week?
What's that? That's a public show, isn't it?
That's a public show in Glasgow.
Exhibition Centre.
If you are, let me know.
In Glasgow it is. So yeah, if you go and say hey to Ali,
and please come and say hello to me, because otherwise I'll be on my own.
She'll be on the stand. She needs her friend up there.
I'm going to be looking very sorry.
Yeah, until you turn up, she's going to be very sad. So,
don't let that weigh on your conscience, Gail. Gail could live anywhere in Scotland. Scotland is such a big place. We've got,
I know.
Living in Inverness, we're going to travel down to
Glasgow. BB.
If you can be there, I would love to see you.
Yeah.
BB Cameron, who does some like stamping for us, and she's like awesome crafter. She lives in that thing Inverness, up right at the top, and it's, Triple, you get some stuff sent down your next day, but it's a long way. Until you look on a map, it's a long way to go.
Oh gosh, yes.
Another hello from Instagram, by the way. Crazy Robbie fan 37. Hello from Targwaith. That might just be the Welshiness in me reading it that way.
Targwaith.
Yeah, Targwaith.
That looks Welsh. Sounds
Yeah,
Welsh.
sounds
Yeah,
Welsh.
so maybe it is Welsh.
Hello, if that's the case.
Yeah, hello anyway. Yeah, thanks for joining. Hello from Niagara Falls, in New York.
Wow.
I like someone back on here. So we've been asking if you could have a super craft power, what would it be? So what would you do? A lot of people are saying, they just tidy, so they just go desk tidy.
That would be lovely. I'd love that.
I think it was Nikki said she'd have glue coming out of her fingertips. So a bit like Spider-Man, but she's just like.
Oh, I think I'd rather be tidy.
Cool
I'd rather have a tidy one.
It's not all the time, by the way, guys. You can control these
Choose the
powers.
glue when it comes out. Otherwise, that would be a hassle more than anything, I think. Glue
Are you
coming
going
out
to
of
do
fingers
yours or no?
Yeah, I am.
Or are you too busy?
I'm not. That's the thing.
Do you want to do it later?
We're on 100 comments on Facebook. There's
I got to get through because I owe it to the people.
Oh, I did leave one for you to round the
Shall I do
corners.
one?
Well, I tell you what. You stick the others together, and I'll round your corners.
Okay,
on there.
awesome.
Right,
There
do
we
you
are.
want me to
No,
move
they're
on?
mine, love. Don't pinch.
No, I enjoy interacting with them.
Do you want to take the limelight away?
No, but that's my thing. I'm
Right.
not like that's my thing. If you do that,
Glue
then
them
what?
together
What am I
now.
doing?
Okay, so you glue them look like it's shadowed almost.
Yes.
Or like a bit. Okay, as a
So you're going to
border.
put the purple on the white. Right. So we got one more now to do the corner rounders on. And then I'll give you a hand gluing then. What I did then, once I glued them together, I've scored a line 1.5 inches from the end. So I guess that would be, how much would that be in centimetres? About 3.5 centimetres? Something like that.
Close enough.
3 or 4 centimetres. I will write it all on the blog. I'll give you a hand to do these. Because otherwise
Quite
you're
good
going
at
to be
this bit.
behind, aren't you?
I'm quite fast at this bit. There we go.
You like a bit of gluing,
I do enjoy that. I
You do
enjoy
like
the gluing. I said on last week's, I think it was on Ask Tonic Show Tonic, I'd forgotten I was quite crafty as a kid. Like I said to my mum, and she was like, "But don't you remember, Owain? You were crafty as a." And we said it was a bit like
It's like water.
it was a bit like Hook. Do you know on Hook where Robin Williams he doesn't remember that he was crafty, that he was Peter Pan, and I started having flashbacks.
Please don't tell me you were Peter Pan, mind.
Yeah, but that's it. Like I remembered I was crafty. Like I did used to
Just
like
the
it.
tights to go with it.
Yeah, and I all I had to do was use my imagination. And
And you'd be crafty
I'd
again.
fly and craft.
Yeah.
I remember
Happy
going
thoughts,
to a
happy
fancy
thoughts.
dress party once dressed as Robin Hood.
It's Robin Hood. That's a nice
But the
one.
problem is, I'm not very tall, as you may have guessed. And I had
I'm
this
not
huge
standing up either,
feather
I
coming out of my hat. Well, this feather bugged everybody
bet it
all
was.
night.
You're like with an umbrella. You must be a nightmare. Just like
I
walking
am.
down the street.
I am. Everybody gets a bit of a shove out the way with my
Yeah.
brolly.
Loads of people. Some people asking, "Oh, where can I get the scoring board
It's a hoagie board, I'm afraid.
Yeah, it's not a tonic board.
It's not a tonic board.
But yeah, they are out there. They are scoreboards out there if you are looking for a scoreboard. I've got first table. Marie says, I think I've read that one. Sarah said, first time watching you to North Dakota. Awesome. I don't think we've had them from North Dakota before. Thanks for joining us, Sarah. Dan, get a mic so we can hear your lovely voice better. Yes,
no.
We should order a mic.
Such a lovely voice.
We spend all this.
No one wants to hear it. I got a shout from back here.
He does. He has to shout.
My occasional quip.
Yeah, at the back.
I normally takes credit for it. If no one's heard it.
Just repeat what he says. I got so Carol from Surrey, love the box. Preeti says, I'm a newbie starter paper crafter while I was on maternity leave and spent lots of money on Tonic products as once I bought them I couldn't stop. That's a great way to start.
Oh, lovely.
Have you got some time off maternity, baby's there in the cart, just doing some bit of crafting, making them cart, you know.
When the baby sleeps, you sleep when they little.
Is that how it works?
That's how it works.
A few were saying, I agree, Elizabeth, the scoring tool is gorgeous. A lot of people enjoying the scoring tool. Yeah, they are. The
scoring tool.
Oh, the tool. One person said the board, then some people saying the tool.
The tool is out. Is it out already or is it coming out?
It's not out yet. So this is a sneak peek without you even knowing. So there's a sneak peek. People will be after that, the same as they were the platform and the table tidy. We got that's it. So yeah,
maybe not. Though,
yeah, if you've never watched. We don't know, but
may not be done.
If you haven't watched, this before,
soon. It will be.
Maybe. I have no idea.
That's why Dan's saying maybe, because maybe it's.
I don't know if we are doing it. So.
Right.
But we don't know. Like we don't know. Like some products we're working on. If you haven't joined us for Tonic Studios before, you don't know what Tonic Studios is. Even we're a craft company. We just began with tools, and moved on to punches and a lot of paper craft items. So dyes we've been specialising in, but we're also we've always been close on tools and things like that. So embellishments we do Nuvo. If you haven't seen our Nuvo range, that's a Tonic part of the Tonic brand, and you've got crystal drops, glitters, pens, sparkle dust, embossing powders,
glimmer paste,
stamps,
anything you want,
everything. So there's so much out there, guys. So if you look on our website and anything, if you'd like to see something new, so you've got a product, you're not quite sure what to do with it, let us know. Glue, adhesives, got plenty of adhesives as well.
Yeah,
lots of cool ones.
Check the website and YouTube.
Check the website and YouTube for loads of it. So MDF units.
Yes.
We haven't done MDF units. Let's end this, otherwise I'll just keep coming back.
You can have a big list,
Yeah, big list.
Right, what I've done, I've put a piece of tape right the way around the bottom and the top of the box. And I'm just going to take it over one little bit at a time because otherwise you'll get a little bit gummed up. So I've peeled off one side and the flat edge, the one that's got the flat edge with no rounded corners, I'm going to line up along the bottom. So...
just two more comments on Instagram, sorry. Bacona Pam says, it was so much fun and inspiration, and Sandra's Crafty House 65. Don't forget desk tidy.
Desk tidy.
Table tidy.
Table tidy. So the table tidy was out, launched last weekend. Awesome response, guys. I think they pretty much almost went, and you guys loved it. And a lot of you will be starting to get them now. So what we've been asking is once you get them, do a picture of your desk before, right? Then do it with it tidy in the table tidy, and then hashtag it. Put it on Tonic, put it on the Tonic Live chat page or on your own page, and just put hashtag table tidy.
And tell us what you would put in there.
Yeah, what have you put in it?
It may be people who are not paper crafters.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe not paper crafter watching this, and upload it. And because a lot of people, artists is great for, office supplies is great for, you name it, and it's pretty much good. If you've got stuff on your desk, it can make it tidy. This
is another fun idea that we came up with for table tidy, which is hashtag table tidy. As Owen just said, then anyone that does buy one, show a picture.
Show a picture,
tidy, and show it with all of the stuff in there. And if there's enough of a response, we'll make some videos.
Yeah, we'll make a video showing off all your
amazing table tidy. So
people like transformations. They like it when some
sides on each one of the strips on each side of the box. And now I'm going to work around the top of the box. So with the top, bend a little bit back. Hold on, my tape's gone back over. And just kind of ease that to the top of the box. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, there we are. So it lines up with the top of the box. And then you've got the side then that bows a little bit. and that's what makes the shape of the box then. So we do that on all 4 sides. Just peel back the tape on one side at a time, because otherwise you'll find that you get a little bit gummed up.
A few people writing about the table tidy. I've got Kimbo's going to put up a photo later to show you, because I think they arrived. Good afternoon, Owen and Alison. Loving the new products coming out. With my table tidy arrived today. One of my cards making other for my sewing. Love them. Awesome, Kim. Tonic Studios open day. I know people would love that.
I know.
That would be lovely.
It's been talked about.
We've talked about it in the office as well. It's not a impossible thing, but there's nothing planned as.
It's more likely we'll do like the workshops like we did with Sean Bloodworth when he came down, because that the room we figured out how it can work. So maybe we could do that kind of thing, and you guys could come down and see for the day, and meet Crafty Dan and Ali and Laura and everyone. It'll be lovely to see you guys. It'll be awesome. Bhavana's still waiting for yours to come. Your table tidy, it'll get there. I'm sure it'll get there. Check the tracking. I'm sure you'll be able to find it. John Brighty says, I know I'm a guy, but I just want to say you're gorgeous, Dan. Lol. So I think he must be talking.
Dan.
Yeah, Dan.
I must be talking about you, or
I don't know, guys. No.
No.
I
mean, I'll take the compliment.
He's just talking about the voice. He just loves the voice.
I do have a nice voice.
Here we go. And then
there we are. There's our box. The sides all completed. I know. So just make sure.
I'm sorry that I've abandoned mine now.
I can see you've abandoned it. Put your tape back on and you can do it later.
Go on, I'll do it and I'll show you.
We'll post it. I'll do it later. We'll post it on Instagram.
I'll do it without Ali's help as well. Just see how it.
Yeah.
It won't. Yeah.
There's commitment now. I've said it. You've got to post it on Instagram.
I'll post it on Instagram. What I do later. We'll do a screen side by side. See if you can tell the difference.
So I've cut 3 squares of card, and these are 3 inches by 3 inches. So that will be 7.5 centimeters, thereabouts. And I'm going to stick them together, and they're going to be my base. So there we are. While I'm sticking.
Yeah. I'll crack on. People waiting to see the scoring tool come on. So we don't know if it'll be launched yet. I think this is like a prototype with Ali has brought onto. I accidentally brought on the thing, but no, it's fine. It's nice. They love a sneak peek.
I know.
And potentially, but yeah, it'd be cool. But we've done other tools out there. Just take a look and see if you enjoy them. I've got Gail saying, "Oh my God, it'll be on my wish list." What is the corner rounder? John wants to know. Call, please. And where can I get it from? How much also? I think they're available on Amazon. I think I'm pretty sure I've seen them on Amazon. If you're looking for any of the products we've seen today or anything we've mentioned, or all you have to do is just type them into Google a lot of the time, followed by Tonic Studio. So we'll put the codes for what we've used today in the description. But then if you just type them in, so let's say it was 154E, Tonic Studios, you'll find it. And somewhere out in the trade they'll have it, as long as it's not exclusive to Create and Craft, which things are only usually for 30 days. So most things, nothing new is exclusive. So it all will be available in the trade. Maxine, love watching a guy craft. Way to go, Wine. Elaine from NC, 80 degrees here this week. She stopped enjoying it now. I've stopped. I'll finish it off, especially for you, Elaine. Sharon said, miss most of it. We'll watch later when I get a minute. Enjoy, guys. Yeah. You can watch all of these. They're all uploaded and you can catch up later on. Sharon says, my superpower will be to stop time so I could finish my PhD projects. That would be in it. That is.
See, you were just talking about, doing it for just a bit of fun, but I mean, that's some solid stuff.
That is there's difficult stuff. Tracy Cross says, love Tonic Diet. Hi, Tracy. Oh, thank you so much. Come on, Owen, concentrate. People, I knew they'd be disappointed. I knew. As soon as but I want to say hey to everyone for today. Shirley's loving the banter. Thank you. Hope you enjoy it. These are, if you haven't watched these before, this is pretty much what they're like. This doesn't go completely rogue. This isn't like not what it's normally like.
This is the norm.
Yeah, it's just a tutorial where Ali goes through and goes through it.
Controlled chaos is.
Ask the Friday show we do where we show you cards can sometimes be more raucous than this. So I don't know.
Even madder.
Yeah, someone says, Jane says, Facebook Live is social time for a while. And that's it. I'm in a room for the rest of the time. They just wheel me out for this.
Nobody talks to you.
Got a Hannibal Lecter type thing on your face. Hello, Alison.
Hello. Alison's crystal drops with my Chianti.
So I've wrapped a little bit of ribbon around the top, just as a little detail.
Tonic scissors cut through it like frog.
Yeah.
I'm ignoring this pair today.
Janet Long, hi from North Wales, who from Tonic is going to the NEC Hobbycraft in March. We're
I'm not sure yet. I
Uh,
know Dawney will be there.
Dawney will be there. We're not sure yet. We'll let you know, guys, when we know. 'Cause sometimes it's who's available to go. You know, if we've got shows on a weekend, sometimes Jodie can't make it up there or others. But we'll see who's going up there. You know, we'll find out. Janet, hello from North Carolina. I'm from near Stirling. Whereabouts is Stirling in Scotland? Is that near the south of the border, or is it up near the top?
I think it's north.
You know someone in Scotland, haven't you? Was it?
Yeah, but
You don't know. No. Andrew says you always enjoy them. Great box. We'll be giving this one a go better. I'm reading backwards, by the way, guys. So hopefully I reach you. I'm loving this. We'll give it a go for my mum. Yeah, definitely. So
I think it'd be a lovely box.
Well, I think you could stop at that. You know, as a nice box if you wanted. You know, so
trimmings looks good.
But with trimmings, yeah,
Yeah,
tape
you
trimming. I
could.
use it as trimmings.
You could.
And that's you don't need to. You can stop at any point that you want to go along with.
Yeah, I mean, you can still stop at that point. You don't have to go any further than that.
But that is cute. Your one,
It's
cute.
It is
It
a cute
one.
box.
I think it's cute. These.
So the
Some would
flowers,
say this is a cute little box. Too.
I think that's a cute little box.
Yeah, there you go.
The flowers I've used are from our entwining trellis, and they are Bella's Buttercup.
There you go.
That's it. I was looking at Dan for inspiration then, and then it just came.
768E.
Wow, look at you,
Nobody
Dan.
knows if he's right or wrong.
I know, I could just be saying random
Yeah, you could be
numbers.
saying anything, and I wouldn't have a clue.
Google it and prove me wrong.
Google it and prove him wrong.
Yeah.
There we are.
John says, I love Tonic, but need more dies. I want to win, so I want to win so bad. Yeah, well, you're in the prize draw. Anyone who's commented today, and there's loads of entrants now with all of your comments, we'll be drawing. And in there is the Aquaflows. You've got the Someone Special die set, which is like loads of dies in there. And you've got Mr. and Mrs., which is the last potentially in existence, so which hasn't been sold.
Last in circulation.
The last in circulation that we have. So that'll be there. Jane says, Central Time is 6 hours behind you. Oh, okay, so you are really. It is the morning.
Yeah, 9-ish.
It's the morning there.
10-ish.
Deb wants to know, ask Ali, is she using the Tim Holtz snips? If so,
I am using the Tim
the brand new
Holtz
Tim
snips.
Holtz. You're all about the sneak peeks. So-
all about the new stuff.
So the UK haven't seen these really so much yet. They were released or shown at CHA in America.
They are available in the US.
They are available in the US if you want
They
to buy
will
them.
be here
But they
soon.
come in here very soon. So there you go.
They
Yeah.
will be
So
here.
really nice. Just they feel great, and you
They're
got
lovely.
like
and they're
just
so
small.
sharp.
And they're sharp and small. And, any of the Tim Holtz products that we've done over time, you'll know, their quality. So, well worth getting, guys, if you're in the need of some scissors for a ribbon or something, or just
I love
fine
them for
details,
ribbon. Love them for ribbon. And you know me, I had a ribbon scissors.
Yeah, you do, yeah. You have a ribbon scissors, but that's the...
I've cut some squares using our scallop square for the outer. And that number is 1453. And the inner is the plain square, which is 1452. Look at me, writing numbers down and all.
No.
Good gracious.
The show is
me.
getting more and more professional by
Yeah, all right.
the week.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Well,
within reason.
it's all relative.
I'm trying to do it so I remember when I'm blogging. That's the
Yeah.
reason they're written on
Definitely worth doing.
Got 2 more comments on Instagram. Bokono Pam, this is a lot of fun. When this folds.
Wensley Fold. Yeah, I think we've sent stuff to Wensley Fold
It's
before.
not
Is it not?
No.
Oh, someone else then.
When Liz folds.
Wenlis Fold's cool.
It could be the same person. But
Yeah.
Hi from Norway. Love your paper. So much fun.
Yeah, awesome.
thank
hey,
you.
I got Sunny and from County Durham as well. Mary, Jane says sunny and warm in Wisconsin. Not usually so warm here in Feb. Yeah, it's not never warm in Feb in UK, in Wales. Never since records began, or whatever they usually say.
Oh dear.
It's the coldest day.
It's the coldest day. It's always the coldest day since records began.
Hottest day.
What I've taken now to do the little bit on the top, our little handle, I've taken, let's put this now. I've taken a strip of card. This is half an inch thick, so about a centimetre thick, and it's just a strip off an A4 piece of card. So length doesn't really matter in that respect. And I'm using craft pick just to curl the end. Once you've started it curling, it's easier to do. And then just roll it, as she says. There we are. So I usually start rolling first before I put any glue in place. And then unravel, and then put a bit of glue down the centre. Try not to get glue too near to the edges, because it may squeeze out to the top. and it's very hard then to get it off. So just keep curling and rolling.
I got Karen Pohl says, I know my Tonic tidy, the whole kit, so I think she's got it all clean matte, and also the scissor set from Tonic. I met Joey last year at NEC November, did the mixed media. Yeah, so you met Joey, awesome.
You were there for that.
Yeah, I think we were there.
Yeah.
I don't think you might not have seen us. We were just sort of milling around. I got Joanna Purdy joined from London. Hi, yeah. Well, thanks for joining, Joanna. If you didn't miss any of the start, you can watch any of it back and see how Ali made this awesome box, which was show there, and I started to make that awesome box. And you got Bhavana said, I feel your pain. Rose saying, ordered mine on the 9 a.m. show. Was hoping to get it Monday. Now it's Wednesday. Right. So yeah, if you are waiting for your boxes, they were. We got them arrived and they came in and they'll be on their way to you soon. So we're just the guys in the warehouse are working, just getting them in, getting them out as soon as they can. They haven't stopped.
They are busy.
It was so popular. I don't think we realised how popular it would be. So it's just, but we're on the way though. I mean, the majority of the stuff is either left or being packed today. Yeah. So like they're still working on it because so many were sold. Like everyone is just working on it to get them as soon as they can. So sorry, by the way, if you are still waiting on it, but they'll be with you as soon as they can and. Yeah, thank you for your patience, guys, on that. I'm saying stunning box. Can't wait to purchase this die. Yeah, we haven't shown the dies off really, but we'll show you what off at the end. Yeah, Gail says, Central, so it's around Central, 26 miles from Glasgow, so not far.
Oh, right.
Can you see it?
Yeah,
no excuse.
Come and say hello if you can. It'd be lovely to see you.
Yeah, or anyone who's there, if you're going up there or you're in Glasgow, yeah, come and see Ali on the stand and say hey. Those who were saying definitely going to make this box. We were saying the table teddy's left the warehouse. Sorry, I'm late. Did I hear correctly? The table teddy's been delivered. I've not even had my dispatch email, and I've ordered mine. Start the first show. I'm not happy. I want my table teddy, please. Yeah, would do. I think they're doing their best to get it out. If there's any problems with tracking or anything getting there, either drop us an email to support@tonic-studios.com and we'll have a look for you and make sure it gets out. But yeah, they're still packing them, so they're doing their best to get there. So it's not that it's gone awry or anywhere it's gone missing. It'll be that it's still on its way to you. All right. So any problems, just drop us an email. Either me or Laura will look at it and get it sorted for you.
There we are. Awesome. I've forgotten to bring my crystal drops down with me. That's what I'm looking
I'm not sure we got any in about here.
Doesn't matter.
We did in the old place. We used to have loads and loads of stuff. It was just full.
Sometimes they were blocked, mind. Okay, so that's the basic box.
Yeah.
All finished.
So there you go. Awesome.
And then I've just added a few little drops on the top just to finish it off. And I have put a little drop right on top of the handle. I think it just finishes that off as well.
It's a cool little way to make the handle, isn't it?
It is. And it's just a scrap of card that would probably have gone in the bin.
And it's sturdy, you can pull it
and
do it.
Oh yeah, once it's all stuck down. What I've done different with this one, I didn't put the base on. I stuck the base together.
Go on, put the base on.
So it's just the card that I stuck together. And pop a little bit of glue just on the base. And it just neatens everything up.
Yeah.
So you don't have any unfinished edges.
And that's what it's about sometimes on your cards or on your projects.
Exactly.
About covering those lines and making it just so, because a card can be looked at from all angles or a box can be looked at from all angles. So you do want to just make sure it's got, you can put your own little made by. I know a lot of you have got your own little made by logo and stamps you put on the bottom.
Yeah.
Stick it on the bottom, let them know that you made it. And if they show their friends, it might be something you do an order for, or people. I know a lot of you do that. That's how you get your stuff out there. Teresa, just found you enjoying it. Thanks for joining us. These shows are your Wednesday and Friday. So Friday's not a tutorial show. We show off your cards and your makes. Wednesday tutorials with Ali, whatever she comes up with on Tuesday. It's pretty much we go. We walk in Monday morning, don't we, Dan, and we say we need something for the show.
What are we doing this week?
and we do that. And Mother's Day we thought was the theme, and you can do something awesome.
So with this one then, as I say, I will put all the measurements down for you. The only thing I used this die. And this die is our Flourish and Leaf strip die set. And the number for that is 1554.
I believe they're on a star by tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it's star by tomorrow on Create and Craft. So stay tuned for times on that as well, so you'll be able to catch up on that.
So that's all I did was tuck it inside just at the base. I've tucked it inside because there's a little curl on the base of the die. So tucked that in and brought it up to the centre of the next side and then just carried on. So it kind of carries on the shape of the vase. And that was all I did. And a little bit of string to finish it off with. A little bit of string top and bottom.
That's cute, the string on it as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
It is
it's
really
just
nice.
something different.
Yeah, it is. Really cool. Awesome. So, yeah, hopefully, guys, you enjoy those projects. I'll try and smash through as many comments as I can before we finish. But thank you so much, everyone who's taken part today. Say awesome response and everyone tuning in. On Insta, you know, watch. We see you guys, all right? And thanks for joining. Same on YouTube, guys. Awesome. I think Dan was trying to translate a comment there. I think we did one.
Yeah, it's just it's on YouTube. I mean, I knew what the majority of it said, but I wasn't sure on the
Oh,
last one.
Hola, Rosa. I think she said, Buenas tardes.
Which is, good evening.
Good evening. Oh, so good evening to you as well, Rosa. I've tried to buy Tonic Craft on your website, but everything is more or less out of stock. Please advise. If you're trying to buy anything if you're based in the UK, Susan, we don't sell direct to present. So we only sell through the trade. So that means a retail shop, so online retail shops, or we sell through Create and Craft on the TV show. If you're in America, though, you go on tonicstudios.co.uk.com. Yeah, you can buy you can buy from them direct, and if it's in stock and it's showing there on the website, you should be able to buy it on there. But there's plenty of other traders in the US as well selling tonic, so plenty there to find if you're in the US or USA. We got Lynn join us. Says we are live, so I think you joined us as well. Hey Lynn, Mary Tobin. Hey guys from Wishaw, Scotland. Yeah, we got big Scottish
Lots
community
of
for
today.
Tonic Live. Cal's from Scotland. I know she's as well. Alison, the Tonic Trooper. That's to you. Hi from Arlo, Scotland. You mentioned. Jane says craft on, craft off, which I think was to your sensei. And Padawan, Ali's Padawan. And we go.
Not the younglings.
Not. I think Carl enjoyed our riffing on Hannibal Lecter as well, which is it doesn't. Silence of the Lambs isn't often brought together with craft very often, and I think that's a shame. That's a shame. That's a shame.
You may see it again.
And Tonic Treat Box. So that's another one, an old bad one for the I like that one. Debs, there's no dies this time, so you're safe for wine. So that's, I think, referring to a few weeks, I think last week or the week before, I was crafting along with Karen, and I was going, oh, this is quite easy. It's like, oh, pulled it out, like no dye in it, or paper. So you need to do that. That's something you always need to remember, guys. Put the dye in the machine.
It doesn't work otherwise.
T-shirt made up. Where's the dye gone?
Where's the dye gone? Question. Yeah. We'll need to find this on YouTube, Mr. Star Game. Don't worry, Enid. Yeah, they're all on YouTube. Sharon says, a man's place is in the craft room. I enjoy it anyway. It's a good laugh. Karen says, thanks, Angela. So just people chatting. I've got, do Tonic still sell the one around it? Yeah, I think it is online still somewhere. So there are still some out there. It's not being produced as often now, I don't think. I'm not sure it's widely available anymore. But yeah, there are still some out there if you're looking for that. Or Liz says, oh no, your battery's going. This was way back, so she probably went. Liz, if you managed to join us again and watch back, hey Liz, hope you enjoyed the first part. Afternoon, everyone. Is the box a die? I missed the start. No. No,
it's just a piece of card that I've scored, and I will put all the measurements on my blog.
Yeah. What's the size of the finished box? She wants it in Lindor.
It's easy. I don't know how many Lindor.
No, she doesn't. She wants it in real measurements.
3 inches high.
8 Lindors tall. And,
by, hold on, 3 inches high. And widthways is 2.5. So it's 2.5 by 3. So, if you look in the box, it's a fair size. Well, there we are. See how many sweets I got in there. I know they're not Lindor.
Other
be
sweets
like
are available.
But there's a fair few sweets in there.
That's like the size of a large bag of Jelly Babies.
There we are.
Ish.
I actually did look at mini eggs to go in there.
Mini eggs would. I'll get some mini eggs.
But
I think they got a deal on in there.
I didn't think that they wouldn't be enough in the bag for this. So it's bigger than a mini egg
I think
bag.
that says more about mini eggs packaging, and I mean they need to fill their bags a bit more to fill it. Yeah,
so
come on,
it's a
Cadbury.
fair size.
Mini eggs. Come on, Cadbury's.
Sort it out.
Yeah, sorted out. But yeah, awesome box. And yeah, you got the crystal drop finish on there as well, which we didn't have the crystal drops with it. So you can see the top of the box. It's nice for a flower, as well. On
Yeah, you can put flowers on it.
And I've got, more people asking about the corner around it. Jane joined us, said hey. Susan said hey, everyone. Jennifer, regular and crafts with us quite a lot. Hello to the Fabulous Tonic Trio. I love our bi-weekly catch-ups. If we had a superpower, it would be a bit of magic. I'd create a never-ending crafty drawer that knows what I need and produces it when I open the drawer. It would also store it when I put it back in the drawer. No mess ever. Even better than the table tidy. Don't say that.
No.
It's not better than the table
tidy.
Oh,
nothing's better than the table tidy.
But that would be a cool drawer. Karen says she loves and needs this box. Yeah, make it. You can do it. I was thinking Easter baskets too. Yeah, a lot of people. Diane.
Yeah.
Sorry, I should have said box. Grown-up Easter basket. You should stick a Betty Bunny to the side of this box and give it ear flags. Yeah, definitely part of the buildables, which are out. This is gorgeous. Oh, and you have crafty eyebrows frown going on there. I think this is when I was taking part. The concentrate on your face, while cutting, is just like a true crafter. That's it.
What's your tongue hanging out? That's the thing.
I don't know, I'm more like sort of. It could go wrong.
Almost confused about what's going on.
I definitely was.
What's she making me do now?
It was all right. When it was side by side, I could see when you changed mine and going, oh, it doesn't matter if it's like that. That's when we would.
You lost
we
it
were
then,
gone
did you? You lost it.
Kath says we were doing well. You were doing well with your crafting. I'd love to see Owen concentrate. Superpower would be to blink and everything would be cleaned up. And I think I am there. I think we did them all.
You caught them all.
Thank you everyone so much for commenting. I hope I got through them all. We do our best. I'll run through social media quickly with you. So if you're watching on YouTube and you haven't watched before, go over to Facebook, and like the video as well, and comment on the video as well. There you can watch on YouTube, which all our live videos going back to way when we started this in the summertime. There's loads and loads of videos and lots of different projects we've done. So lots of cool stuff on YouTube and other stuff. Loads of crazy stuff on there. Instagram, so we're on Instagram. So hey guys, Instagram, if you haven't gone on Instagram before, loads of cool pictures, lots of other crafters doing cool pictures out there, and other bloggers, so lots to see there, really beautiful shots on there. Pinterest, so all our inspiration goes on Pinterest, and that is, so all the cards we make for the launches, we put them on Pinterest in boards, so they're on there, and inspiration, we try and do some themes, so Halloween boards, things like that, and cool stuff, so you get some inspiration for that. Punchy little updates. But Twitter is punchy little updates about what's going on with Tonic at the moment, what we're on, when we're on Create and Craft, things like that. So that's social media, guys. So thanks everyone for joining. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Sorry if we talked over Ali's, and sorry that I didn't complete it. I'll have to finish it.
You'll have to finish it now, and then you can bring it in and show on Friday.
That is. Yeah, definitely. I'll show it on Friday when we do Ask Tonic, Show Tonic. Ask Tonic, Show Tonic. There's still time to upload your cards up until 4 p.m. pretty much. If you upload your cards, whether it be to your page or upload it to the Tonic Live chat page, which is a Facebook page that goes along with these, if you just put the hashtag Show Tonic, we can see it and we just show it off. It's got a tiny bit of tonic on there. Sometimes it doesn't even have to be that. But if it's got something tiny tonic on there, we can then show it on there and we just have a bit of a chat through and have a bit of fun.
Yeah.
So from the Tonic Trio and Dan's there as well. Dan, he could come in and wave, but in the air of mystery. From the Tonic Trio, we'll see you guys on Friday. Have a really cool rest of the week. All right, guys, and I hope you enjoyed the box. See you soon, guys.
Bye.
Dan's still turning it off.